Squidward made a wax figure of himself at home. Then he went to wash up. However, at this moment, Patrick smashed a shell onto Squidward's wax figure. But when Patrick picked up the shell and was about to leave, SpongeBob noticed something was wrong. So Patrick immediately chose to give the wax figure mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. However, this caused his body to be filled with air. Then Patrick directly sat on the head of the wax figure. At this time, SpongeBob immediately placed the wax figure in the sun. But this caused the wax figure to melt. At this moment, they began to rescue it immediately. However, in the end, they could only admit that Squidward was dead. Then Squidward, who had just taken a shower, came out. This made SpongeBob and Patrick very scared, because they thought it was Squidward's soul. At this moment, Squidward saw the wax figure and understood everything. So he began to enslave SpongeBob and Patrick. Later, SpongeBob found from a book that if the deceased is not buried, then his soul will be homeless. So they decided to hold a funeral for Squidward. At this time, Squidward came to check on the work, but he saw the coffin they had prepared. So Squidward immediately asked them to leave. However, later he found that SpongeBob and Patrick had erected a tombstone for him, and they also invited everyone in Bikini Bottom. At this moment, Squidward could only confess. But no matter how he explained, SpongeBob still didn't believe him. Later, when Squidward was sleeping, he was trapped by Bubbles. SpongeBob and Patrick watched him fly out of the sea surface all the way.